Aspacia. This is my husband, Richard. We are the proud owners of Penguin City Brewing Company. We are so excited to bring you along this fun adventure in exploring craft breweries.
Our guests today have a special phrase, 2 breweries in 1 tap house. So it makes sense that today's show will also have 2 parts, as we did for Warmer's Eve.
We are highlighting a unique brewery collaboration, a beautiful farm, a restaurant chain with a unique menu, and special ownership. I am excited about today's show. Let's get started.
There are select ingredients and steps in the craft brewing process. There are select ingredients and steps this show will take to make you a craft brewery ambassador.
The ingredients in this show are the people who craft the brew, the local businesses they support, some did you know in the craft brewing industry, and the crafting of your taste.
The phrase on tap in the industry means ready to be poured. On tap also means to be ready.
Let's get on tap and learn how craft brewing is more than just beer.
Cheers.
Craft breweries,
Local businesses.
your communities, on tap.
You're watching
More than just beer.
Now joining us is Sherry Ross of Red Wagon Farm. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, no
Thanks
problem.
for coming all the way out here. It's great.
I was so excited to come here. Last year, actually, I saw like an article or something about your farm, and I was already starting to deep dive into this
great.
whole thing. So I was so excited that we picked to do this show here. So what do you do for Red Wagon Farm?
So my husband Eric and I are the owners. We took over about 15 years ago when his parents retired. So they started the farm about 60 years ago. They wanted to retire because they were in their 80s. So they farmed for a long time. And then Eric and I took over. So I basically managed the farmer's market, pretty much managed the tap room as well now that we've added this on. So my job has doubled, but it's okay. It's doubled in a good way. So it's good. I pretty much handle labor and getting in the fresh produce, and whatever Eric's growing, I'm trying to sell. So whatever he can bring in that looks great, I'm going to sell it. So pretty much just sales. I guess.
Wow. What brought the brewing part into this?
So for a while, Eric had wanted to expand. So he had gone out to Colorado and with his friend Laura, who helps us behind the scenes, and went out to the Big Bears Festival. I think it was called Big Bears Fest.
Yeah, Big Bears.
So he was kind of, his cranks were turning in his head thinking, because farming's really hard. Farming's really, really difficult to make money. You're just at the mercy of the weather. So we needed to find, and he loves farming because we both left the corporate world gave that up to do this. And no regrets, but it's been a grind and it's hard. And if you have bad weather, you can't control that. So we needed to find another source of kind of generating some more income. So it's really kind of been his idea. And then we met Ann and Kelly through a mutual friend and thought, wow, a brewery would fit well. We did not envision it turning out like this. So we're super happy that the way it kind of all came together, and it looks like it's always been here. So
It does. It does feel like it's like a part of it.
Yeah. It's gone really well together, the 2 businesses. So it's been good.
How long has the brewing been happening here?
So I think Ann started brewing in March of last year. We had our grand opening in May, Memorial Weekend. So we have not been around that long. It has been awesome. We never have been open. We usually shut down right after Halloween is our big festival, pumpkin time. We shut down and then we have the winters off to kind of regroup, make plans for the next season. Well, it turns out now we don't have that luxury.
So you stay open.
We stay open, and it's been good in a lot of ways. It's been challenging to try to bring in special things. Like we do live music every Friday and Saturday night. We try to bring in some special stuff to generate more interest. But it is weird because like our customers are not used to us being open this time of year. So
because the farms, it's seasonal.
It's very seasonal.
Yeah.
So this has been a fantastic addition. A lot of work, but it's paying off. And I think it's just going to continue to grow, we hope. I mean, Ann's beer is really good. We keep putting good things out there. I think people are going to come.
Wow.
Yeah. It is really good.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, right. He's enjoying it. That's great.
If these clips go in chronological order, you will see that.
Richie, do you have a hole in your glass?
I think there was, yeah. Fred, you need to call the manufacturer, get at least one credit for this.
Yeah,
this
yeah. Ian's doing a
unit.
great job with the beer. And a lot of the, like, we try to stay as local and as seasonal as possible as well. Kind of ties together. So it's been good.
Because, yeah, you use, for the beers, you're using some of this stuff, the local produce.
We tried to, yes. Like this, Andrew brews this hard cider is from Burnham's Orchard out in Berlin Heights. We get the cider from him. And then Ian makes it a hard, tasty cider. So it's been good. Yeah, we try to use as much local as possible.
That is, I love that.
Yeah. Sounds good. let's get some guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just a sample. You know, I can't drink them all.
Yeah.
Not full pours anyway.
Right.
Just,
We can get you a little wagon wheel flight.
oh, that'd be fantastic. I'd really appreciate that.
We can do.
So what's like with two breweries under one roof? Can you explain a little bit about?
So I think when we got all together, it kind of just came together as Anne wanted to establish her Paws brand because she has her mission of her dog rescues and things like that. Ours are a little bit more traditional, a little bit more just, I don't want to say boring because they're certainly not, but I mean, they're a little more traditional, like the cream ales. Anne uses a lot more flavors into her beers. If you see the signs, like ours have the wagon wheel, Anne's has the paw, but she brews everything. Like she's our head brewer. It's really just trying to establish two different brands in one tap room. And because we really try to focus on the destination part of it. I mean, we want people to come to the farm and that, oh, wow, you have a brewery too. So
yeah,
it's kind of a nice little bonus, I guess, if you don't know that we've had the brewery here. So
yeah, there's definitely nothing boring about a really well-made red ale.
Yeah.
Or just a nice, 4 to 5% Pilsner or lager. Yeah.
yeah,
It takes a lot of time and effort, just like any beer. So
right.
honestly, I think
She's doing a
that's
great job.
hard. Like just doing a solid traditional beer.
And our customers love it. Like they love, I mean, everyone's got their favorites, I think, when they show up at breweries, but I think just, we have a nice variety. I mean, I think we try to put out a nice menu of IPAs and like, so I didn't really know much about beer when we started doing this. So I've learned a lot about it and it's really cool. I mean, the brewery customers are just a really cool customer, to be honest. They love beer. They're just here to hang out. And like you said, we do allow the dogs and we're very family oriented. So I think that's kind of been our shtick a little bit with the farm too. It's just, we love it when we see kids running around. I mean, and outside when we have music and in the summer, it's super fun and it keeps parents here longer. We have ice cream shop too. So it's coming all together like full circle.
Yeah.
So it's
Keep adding every
it's-
year,
it's
like
great.
something new.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah, hopefully, we'll get some shots around here because this place is
Yeah.
really, really.
It's unique. It is unique. Like it really is. Because I mean, we have local farmer markets around, where we are, but none of them have a brewery in them.
Yeah.
So that definitely adds that special, just something special. Like when I come in here, I'm like, wow, this is so different than
And if you
where I've
came in
been.
like probably end of July, beginning of August, like that side is packed with fresh produce and it's just like great because people will be over here and they're like, oh, they're going to grab a dozen corn on the way home. So it's, my shoppers, I've grown my business over on the farmer's market side just because people came here for the brewery maybe and they didn't know we had a farmer's market.
Yeah.
So, it kind of works hand in hand.
It helps each other out.
Yeah.
Like all the
It's
departments.
been nice.
Mm.
I know you're new to craft beer. I'm going to ask you the question
Oh, no.
that we asked Anne. What does craft brewing mean to you and why is it more than just beer?
More than just beer. Well, honestly, I was a person that would drink like nothing wrong with Bud Light, but I would drink like a Bud Light. Well, I haven't had one of those since Anne has introduced me to her beers. But she'll approach me at 8 a.m. and say, hey, she'll tell me, hey, do you want to try this? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no, I just had my coffee. I'm not ready yet. Do that. But we have had, I think it is just the awesome feeling of community and just, I've met so many really neat people. They really want to talk to you too. Like they want to know you as a person and not just, someone just pouring a beer. So it's been a great experience all around with just a lot of our, like in Columbia with our local community. I think that a lot of people are very thankful that they can just come here. It's like not far. It's right down the road. You don't have to go into the city to go out. So in that part, it's been good too. It's kind of really hometown feel, I think, that we've kind of brought to everybody. So I love that part of it. Just getting to know the customers and the people and having relationships with them and having a beer with them maybe.
Yeah, that
You know,
sounds
it's kind
nice.
of cool.
Yeah.
And having a beer after work has been really, really
That's like-
convenient, to be
That's
honest.
like
It
the
is
icing on the
convenient.
cake,
'Cause I can
especially.
just, walk
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
does that?
I've would be a few times, but
I
Yeah.
can't imagine like a hard day at the farm. Just like, well, here you go. Like,
honestly, I'm
right?
not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. So I mean, and just like we work so hard that to be able to have like a little downtime and just to walk from over there to
Yeah.
here is actually pretty cool. So, and I just live through the woods. I can walk home as well. I don't need to drive anywhere.
Oh.
So
Stumble.
it's
Yeah.
even
Really?
better. But no, I just usually have one.
Yeah. Well, that's
Me
good.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
We-
Just one and done.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
these are-
promote
these
drinking
are- yeah,
responsibly,
We
so
sure do.
yes.
Yes, we do
Yeah.
that.
Well, Sherry,
That's
thank
right.
you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys coming out again.
Yeah.
It's great. So
We
I'm gonna
love
have
it.
to get out to the Penguin City.
Yeah.
At some point
That's
here,
a
too. So
Oh my God.
yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
let us
welcome.
know. We'll have fun.
Okay, great. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Great, thank you.
Hi, Melissa. So you are Pink Boots chapter lead in Cleveland. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. In Cleveland area, I sort of make it a bigger area, as you know, because I invited you to some Pink Boots meetings in Youngstown. We sort of just do the radius of an hour to an hour and a half. If they can't make it to a Columbus meeting or Cincinnati meeting, they're more than welcome to be a part of Pink Boots in the Cleveland area. So for us, we meet monthly for our chapter, and we do an educational part to every meeting. And then we do a meet and greet in every meeting. And we try and travel around to all the different breweries or cideries or distilleries, anywhere in the beverage and fermented alcohol industry that we can learn more about and get an education in any aspect of, from marketing to bar managing to brewing to anything you want to talk about and educate. So it's a great group of women that are all over the place. Like I said, they're brewery owners, they're brewers, they're bar managers. We get together and we encourage each other and grow together in all of our knowledge and sharing it with each other. When I talk to people about the Pink Boots, it's very similar to Girl Scouts for adults, okay? So Girl Scouts, I used to lead a Girl Scout troop for 5 years for my daughter. Their big day is cookie day, right? Selling all their cookies makes them all their money for the entire year to do things as a troop. And every month they meet and they learn new things about how to be, camping and starting fires. Well, in Pink Boots, it's very similar. We have our collaboration brew day, and those collaboration brew days that are held in our Cleveland area, we get a certain percentage of that money and it goes into our chapter, and whatever we have in that money, we can do fun events and do educational things with our chapter. We meet every month just like them and get education too. So
Wow. So I feel like with your background, especially when you said you led the girls, you helped lead Girl Scouts, and then with your job, it's almost like this job was being chapter lead was like perfect for you because you're dealing with all these different breweries anyway. So it's like, kind of more
it seemed
connecting
like
it.
a perfect fit. I was just like, well, I have all the contacts to every brewery in the area. All I have to do is send out an email to them and say, invite any woman you know to come to my meetings. And it was pretty easy to do. We have 25 members right now. We're always continuing to learn how to grow and how to lead the chapter a little bit better. So this year I got a great group of volunteers that are helping me, put out things on social media to let people know, helping book events and stuff like that, so that it's a lot more organized than the first year. But I always try and do better every year,
Oh, yeah.
I believe that in talking to the people in my chapter and looking what they need to
like
grow.
catering to
Where
the
do you
area
wanna
that we're
grow?
in.
What do you want to learn about? And I can figure out how to book those types of educational experiences.
And
You
like,
can read all kinds of things, but until you're
Yeah.
actually doing it and you see your own people and, how you can.
I've grown so much myself just going to all of these educational experiences. Our next one is next month, and it's at Fatheads, and we're learning about hops, and different hop varieties. you could take a course on that every month and still get educated on that. Like,
So any of the ingredients with brewing, yeast, hops, water, like every grain, everything.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm in your chapter because there's none in Youngstown, so it's nice that we can connect too, and get learn. How many chapters do you think there are of Pink Boots? I mean, it's
so
massive.
Pink Boots started in 2007, and there were 16 members in 2007. So that was the first year that they had, but now it's probably thousands. I mean, chapters alone, like they go not just nationwide. This year, they expanded all the way to their chapters in other countries that are joining. So there's a map on their website that shows you all the different chapters, and you can travel around. And when you travel, you can actually try and look at their social media pages and see if you can go visit a meeting. I've had a lot of Pink Boots members that are, hey, I'm heading to the Cleveland area. If you have a meeting, let me know. I would love to join in. So it's a cool group of women.
It's like becoming a cool worldwide network of women in the industry.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the whole point of Pink Boots.
Yeah.
Pink Boots is made to be able to aspire, encourage, and educate women and binary individuals in the fermented alcohol industry. So the whole goal is just to, we're all working on diversity and equality, and the world is made up of 60% women and 40% men. So why do we not see that in our brewing industry? And that's all we're doing. The men in the brewing industry are doing a great job of helping us do that, but we also have to do that for ourselves, that we're growing each other to be able to say, yeah, I can be a brewer. I can own a brewery.
So the diversity is very important in Pink Boots.
The more people you get doing anything, the more somebody might come up with a genius idea.
And then education clearly is very important in this, especially with Pink Boots. I feel like there's always like with Fatheads. So how important is education in the craft brewing industry?
Super important. Like I said, I don't see the importance in very much just doing a happy hour for no point. We all have busy lives. We all take outside that time to be able to meet together. And if we're not meeting and growing each other, then it just seems like it's not the best use of time for you. Everyone joins the society to be able to get that education that they're not getting from what their companies possibly. And so to me, I'm not doing a service to them if I'm not educating them somehow. So.
No, it's true, because there's a lot, that we're still learning. I feel like there's a lot to learn, especially in our industry.
Now, we asked your twin sister the question. So you might feel exactly the same, but do you want to ask?
What does craft brewing mean to you, and why is it more than just beer?
Well, in the Pink Boot side of things, craft beer just brings women together and makes them stronger. It creates an area where we can all grow and educate each other. So it's, a great time always.
Well, thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh.
Cheers to Pink Boots.
Cheers.
We want to talk about this beer.
Downward Citra?
That's the one.
Yes.
And, the whole Pink Boots thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the Pink Boots collaboration beer, right?
So this is actually the same base beer. This is a Citra beer that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do here is this is a West Coast IPA. We use the same base beer, except we'll switch the hops up. So in the Pink Boots blend, we actually use strictly the Pink Boots blend hops. So all of the hops are Pink Boots blend.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get a lot of different flavors and aromas and the changes. So you actually have the Citra, which is also on, and then we change the hop every time we brew it. So,
And I got to taste the difference side by side earlier, and it's really nice. Both delicious, but yeah, you definitely got
Big difference.
Well, we want to educate people on the difference some of these ingredients make. And
Mhm.
we use the same base beer and just change the hops and say, hey, you got a little different beer here.
So did you have like a collaboration brew? Like when you brewed, did you have other people come or to brew with you? Yeah.
We actually had the Cleveland Pink Boots chapter, all
Okay.
the ladies from there that we could get to come, came, brewed the beer with us. The hops we bought directly from Yakima Valley, which every purchase of those hops, the money goes directly to the Pink Boots Society. So when you buy them, they actually donate money to the society to help with scholarships and education and furthering careers of women in the brewing industry. So
Nice. And this was this your first like Pink Boots collab, or have you done it before?
oh, I've done it a lot of times. Yeah,
Okay.
this is my first here.
Well, this brew is on tap right now here at Red Wagon Farms Brewing and Paws. So get on down and try it. Well, we had an amazing day today at Red Wagon Farms, meeting the owner, Sherry Ross, and then also meeting Ann Zofchak from Paws Brewing, and just talking about how they were able to work together, come up with 2 breweries under one
roof,
one
tap room.
Yeah.
2 breweries, 1 tap room. It's an amazing concept.
And then meeting Melissa from Boss Chicken Beer. And then her, she also does Pink Boots. So it was definitely a loaded and fun
My
episode.
sister, who might also be her. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, awesome. Like tying everything together today was so nice. And like everybody supporting local craft breweries, which is everybody,
The whole point.
That's the whole point. Everybody in this industry, it's the mission to support your local craft breweries and just understand what it actually brings to your communities and the benefits of that.
So thank you for watching More Than Just Beer. For more information, please visit morethanjustbeer.com. Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
Remember to enjoy responsibly. Thank you for watching
More Than Just Beer. This is a production of the Socially Good TV Network.